to have found my passion to help us win and help these guys be the best they can be. So appreciate that.
I feel like Mahmood has been out there kind of making plays with this early part of off-season workouts. What have you seen from him, and what would a year three jump look like for?
Oh, hey, I'm really excited about Mahmoud. You saw my big smile. He was really good yesterday. We emphasized some body position stuff. He got a really great shape between the first off season's the key, and Nate and Wynn are in there right now. The first off season you got to get in the best shape of your life, and now you know it. And then your second one, now you know how to do it. He's even gotten better shape. His explosive numbers are through the roof. He's running. He barely looks like he gets tired. He is impressive as heck. And now he's playing all three positions. So when he came in last year, what we do is we give him a home first, one position out of the backers. We'll all know it all eventually. He had his one position, and when he went in the game, that's where he played. Now he's playing the other ones. So he's done a good job. Like, he had a couple plays where he's on the edge of defense yesterday that he had never done before, and they were perfect yesterday. So very excited with where he's going.
Jason, just knowing you guys are going to be without Jeremiah for this season, just how disappointing is that? I mean, guys that when they've talked about him said it seems like he's going to be around and still contributing in his way.
Oh yeah, no, whenever we put anything in the linebacker text message area, like I try to put lots of things in there. Jeremiah's the first one to comment, which makes us happy. We miss him, we love him, and his progression to become everything from wearing the green dot to you name it last year. Really proud of him for that. And what's helped is our younger players in the room watch that. So he helped it. We know the process because Jeremiah went through it. And so for Mahmoud and Nate and Winston and our rookies, they've seen it. And so Jeremiah's given us that. He's shown us the process. So now we can keep working through it.
JOK, prior to the draft, was known for his collisions, the way he plays the game, violent and all that. Is Schwesinger like that, only bigger?
Carson is this. Carson has a unique feel to find the ball and get it on the ground. I don't remember all his tackling stats, but in his 1 year, he was highly productive at finding a way to get somebody on the ground, and it shows. And he runs and he hustles and he does that. What's impressive about him is how, for a younger player, how well he takes care of his body. He's incredibly flexible and strong. And you can see it in how he moves, how he's able to keep his feet apart. So, yes, he's a little bit taller and he can hold, and he's got a little more weight in his lower body, but he's very, very flexible. There's some movement things that they do that are very similar. Sometimes they even run out of their cleats. Sometimes when you see great athletes slip, it's because their angle of their body, the cleat can't handle them. They're too strong for the cleat. You see that sometimes. Like if you ever see Miles slip, it's usually because, he's stronger than the thing that's holding his foot in the ground. So there's some similarities, but the best part about both of them is how hard they run to the ball and how much they want to get the ball carrier on the ground.
It seems like when we've gotten to talk to Carson, like he hasn't lost that chip on his shoulder from being a former walk-on. I guess, do you see that, and how valuable is that type of guy come in with that sort of mentality?
He's all football. All he wants to do is be the best he can be each day. And again, in a younger player in this league, that mindset is special, and I think he's going to keep it, but I will make sure he does.
Jordan is, I don't know if you mentioned him yet or not, because I was over there, but what does he give you with all the experience that he's had? How does he help you as a coach with his whole linebacker?
Well, it's a lot, and we do. There's times where I'll say, hey, Jordan, you've seen this. What do you think about this? Or what's the easiest way to say this? Or how have you done this to be productive? Because he's smart, he's so aware, he's so tough, he knows how to train his body. And Jordan's another one. He's in the moment. He goes to the next play really fast. So there's times where I'll start the meeting. Hey, Jordan, I'm going to talk about this today. What do you think? That it's highly valuable. And just how he portrays himself. I mean, you'll see these guys come out right now, and Jordan and Devin Bush will just start playing catch like little kids. They do it every day as part of their warm-up. I love that. Love that. And to get better catching the ball. But that's who he is. Like, we're all excited to be around that. That's why we do it.
Kind of back to
Jerome Baker is a guy who provides a similar skill set to JOK, or what do you see him bringing to the linebacker?
Jerome has done a really good job out here. We're doing more 7-on-7, and that Jerome is very quick. Jerome has covered a lot of routes in his career, both in college from playing in space, here in college, and in the NFL. So his quickness and his awareness is really good. I'm really excited to see him in our system. He hasn't been able to play in our run type fit system, which he'll get more of when we get to training camp. And I'm really excited to see where he can go.
How would you say? I know I was looking at Miami. How would you say the Patriots are a little bit different in that defense as opposed to?
Well, some of the times in the different defenses he played in a bunch of different schemes when he's down there. So each year was a little different for him. But there's a little bit more 5 down fronts where he's sliding behind, making things right. And in our defense, you hear from Coach Schwartz all the time, the D-line's job is to go wreck it. And our job is to fix it. So sometimes we can move quicker forward. And with Jerome's quickness and ability, as he learns that timing, could be really good. So that would be the difference.
Cam, last one. Back to Carson. I asked him about the limited sample size in college, and he said some people might see that as a knock to him, but for him, he sees it as a way to show off that he's got a high ceiling. Where do you think that he can elevate himself and show his ceiling at during this part in training camp?
Well, I talked a little bit about our evaluation. Early in the year, and I talked about the Hawaii game, it was a blitz, and it broke out, and he just took off and saved a touchdown by sweeping a leg of a wide receiver. And then he punched the ball out to win the game at the end, and that game was close. So I went, okay, football awareness, hustle, big, fast athlete. And what you could see through the years, he learned from everything that happened to him. And when I interviewed him, I cut up certain plays before and said, in specific plays, whether or not he made the play, whatever it was, some he wasn't even at the point of attack, to see what he knew. He knew the scheme, he knew what it was, and he knew what he learned. So there's your answer.
What part of the RAV process did you learn the most about him? Was it at the combine? Or where?
Well, when you get a kid from UCLA, and my master's degree's from there, and then I really liked him, I liked Kane, I really liked all the guys at UCLA. But so I was excited to meet him anyway, so I was really, when I got to the combine, I was prepared to be able to see him, talk to him, and he had a hamstring, so he couldn't do anything. But it was all in that time where I was getting ready, like I do with every year for everybody, but I was maybe even a little more excited because it's UCLA.